What's up, YouTube? So I thought of this idea just randomly because someone was asking for pieces of literature to help them out of a sticky job situation, and I recommended the book Gilgamesh because there's a line in there that tells you to not give in to fear, to go do whatever it is that seems scary because one day you're going to die, right? And after that, I realized I haven't read Gilgamesh in 5 years. 5 years, yeah. So let's see. Flipping through the pages, um, I I'm the guy as I read. So I don't know. Can you see this? I have like dog ears. I'm the monster that dog ears books, and I only do that because it's mine. I'm not reselling this. I'm gonna keep it until fire takes it. Um, but I found that line because I dog-eared it, and then I couldn't find it again mid-video to read it out loud. But you know what? I'm human. So, having not read this for 5 years, I decided let's talk about what I actually remember from the book. Let's talk about like, what stood out and what stuck with me 5 years later. Um, I had just gone through a breakup, right? Good times, and that breakup led to me moving out of that apartment, and that meant that I didn't really have a place to stay. So I ended up moving back in with my folks for about 3 months, and that was interesting. Um, One day, I ended up just buying this book because I'd never read it. It's a big old classic thing, and I figured let's branch out to literature, do something different today because I had some free time. And I grabbed the book and I just started walking. And so I'm walking around, got the book in front of me, and I'm just reading. Just walking and reading and page by page. I ended up reading it in one afternoon and I loved it. Dog eared the pages I really liked and kept the book since then. So what do I remember from it? You have the king, Gilgamesh, and he's amazing. He's super strong. He's fast. He's the best guy ever, and that's why he's king. And then, but he feels lonely, right? He feels lonely because no one else can match him. He doesn't really have any tests of his strength or like I said, speed or ability. So he feels lonely. And then this person, Enkidu, who's raised in the forest, he comes out of the forest and they fight. And the king pins him, and then they become besties. Bam. And they go on all these adventures. They kill all the legendary monsters all around. They go into the sacred garden and they travel to the underworld. And Enkidu dies. Spoiler alert. Enkidu dies. And the king is devastated. The king is devastated because his brother's dead, or his pseudo brother is dead. And he is then afraid, like, what happens when I die? As I'm getting older, I'm not going to be as strong, and everyone around me is going to die. I've already lost the only person I loved, because his like wife and kids and progeny mean nothing, I guess. So he can't resurrect Enkidu, and he can't get younger. And near the end of the book, he finds some herbs. Kind of that can make him more youthful. Like they're at the bottom of a lake, a river, an ocean. They're at the bottom of a body of water, and he ties some stones to his legs and on ropes. Right? Obviously, I mean you need ropes to tie things. And he sinks to the bottom of the body of water. He pulls the herbs out of the ground, and he cuts the ropes, floats to the surface, and they light a campfire. I don't remember. Did they go to sleep? Did they stop for food? I don't remember. But as they're there around the campfire, the herbs that grant immortality, that make you younger, are taken by a snake. A snake takes the magical herb and leaves, And the king notices and he despairs. A snake took my plants. I'll never be young again. Ah! And I think it ended soon after that. But I don't remember. Did the snake take the stuff and then the speech I'm about to tell you about happens and then the end happens? Read it 5 years ago. So the speech I'm thinking of, someone is talking to Gilgamesh and they're just telling them the same thing he told Enkidu in a way. One day you're going to die. One day it's all going to be over. And that's an inevitability. You can't escape that. You can't fix it. You can't turn back the clock. There's no way to escape the embrace of death. And he doesn't like this. And that's what sends him on the journey. Okay, yeah, so that was what sent him to get the immortality route. I should reread this book. The point of the entire speech was that you need to enjoy every moment of your life. You're gonna die, so have fun. And I liked it. I don't know, it spoke to me at that time. I'd just gone through the breakup. I was looking for my own apartment, and these two messages really stood out. Like, whatever you're afraid of, just go tackle it. Just take it out, and it'll make you great. And then the second message was like, one day we're all dead. So stop to smell the roses. Have a good time. And I liked that. I don't know, it brightened me up. So would I recommend it? 5 years later, Gilgamesh. Yeah, especially if you're stuck in a miserable job, if you're unhappy with something in your life. Go read it. It's a short read. I think I went for like an hour-long walk. And yeah, so there we go. The 5-year-old book review. How'd I do? Y'all have a good week. Thanks for watching.